Juju, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. It is a unseasonably warm here, hot, like a unseasonably warm day here in DC. So I can wear t-shirts and go outside, and it's great. Blake was telling me that it's actually pretty good over in Los Angeles right now. So
Yeah, it's really weather right now.
so like any good story, let's start at the beginning. So how was it getting the notice? Wu Assassins had wrapped in 2018. How is it getting the news that you guys were reassembling to film a full-length feature film continuing the story from the series?
Oh, we all were so excited because, yeah, we all worked so well together when we were in Wu Assassins. We filmed together in Vancouver. We became such a, good group of friends, like a Wu family, right? So now we got to reunion again, although it's not everyone, but we have like the four of us. We hung out a lot in Thailand. We were so excited that we got to go to Thailand to film it together and continue kicking ass on, screen. It was really fun.
Well, I'm curious about Thailand. Like, yeah, I mean, first season or, with Wu Assassins, you're in Vancouver. You're up in the Pacific Northwest and doing all that kind of stuff in the woods. With this, you're in Thailand. You're fighting in steel factories. You and Iko have a great fight scene, like right outside the hotel. Like, how was it relocating to Thailand and take the cast and crew, overseas?
Well, for us, we are super happy. I mean, got to film it at different locations is always like the best thing, right? And Thailand is one of my favorite country as well. So Bangkok is so fun, and we got to go to different places, temple, beaches, different area in Thailand, and bring that to the international audience. It's like we have a really nice backdrop there. Of course, this time, because of the pandemic, there are a lot of restrictions, and even for us traveling to different countries, we'll need to quarantine and more preparation during the travel. But once we were there, everything was actually great. Everything was really smooth. When we were doing our quarantine, all of us were studying our script and working out every day, because we know once we finished our quarantine, we'll go straight into rehearsals and training. So we have to look good. We can't just keep eating and sleeping and watching TVs when we were quarantining. And we kind of bonded too while we were doing our quarantine. Yeah.
Well, I feel like in the show you had never fought Iko before, and now both of your big fights are against Iko. And I feel if there is anybody, he is maybe the most famous like Salat practitioner like in the world right now. And you've got an entire arsenal of martial arts that you've mastered over the years. What did you want to bring to your, to these fights with Iko for this movie?
Yeah, I was so excited when I got the script and when I heard from them that two of the main fights from Iko will be against my character. I'm like, whoa. And my only reason to be in this movie is to fight Iko. Yeah. So it's great. I mean, as a martial artist, as an action actress, who wouldn't want to work with the best, in this genre, right? And Iko is definitely one of the best. And when I worked in Wu Assassins, I didn't get to fight with the guys, but this time I got to fight with the best. It's so great. And so before we went into rehearsals and before I saw the previews of the fight, that are choreographed by Iko's team and the Thailand P-Sing's team. I already have some ideas and some moves that I also want to bring it to the film. That's what I usually do for every action film that I do. I like to bring new movements so that the audience can see something new from my skills, right? So I was thinking, oh, we need to fight in the hallway, how we can make it cool. So because you can't really use the environment, we didn't really have much in the hallway. So I was like, oh, maybe if I know I'm wearing a leather jacket, maybe we can do some moves with the leather jacket. So I kind of also suggested it to them, can we add like some fight with the leather jacket? So it was pretty cool and dynamic. And then the day before the shoot, I want to go look at the location, and then I saw the hallway. There really nothing much I can use the environment to the fight. So I'm like, oh, there are some lights hanging. So maybe, oh, I can jump kick the light, make it more dynamic. So they immediately put some breakables there for me to kick. So I love the whole process, coming up with moves and also working with the stunt team. So that's great. And also in the Iron Factory, we have some great movements doing the spinning stuff and the weapon fights. Those are choreographed by Eco's team, and I love it. I love working with Eco's team. They're so creative and just fun to work with. Yeah.
I feel like the closest martial art form that you have that compares to Salat is maybe your knowledge of probably like Wing Chun, right? It kind of has the same kind of like strike heavy movements, and
a lot of hand movements, which I love. And if you watch the Iron Factory fight, there are a good snippet of moves that we are doing a lot of hand to hand. That's one of my favorite actually. I love that they're doing it close so you can see all my movements. Those are the Silat moves that I actually love. When we were filming Wu Assassins, we have more time because we were doing the TV series. So I got to actually train every day, and every time when I'm not filming, I will grab Eco's team's guys to teach me Silat. So so I learned Silat from them every time when I had an opportunity. So it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Like in terms of like between this and Wu Assassins, how is it getting to like when I think Wu Assassins and specifically like Zan, I think about the scene where she just like attacks the police station like the Terminator, right? She's just going like, how is it embracing your dark side and bringing that kind of like menace and that kind of like sinister edge to the story?
I love it. I mean, in the TV series, obviously there are more time to develop my character, so I got to show off the background of my character and some fun moments and some really cool moments. I mean, till this day, I think shooting the police scene episode 8, that's one of my favorites. The entrance and the music they picked and the stiletto. It's like my favorite weapon. Yeah, you can kill someone with your stiletto, right? It's so cool. I just enjoy it a lot because I think playing Zan is so different from me. Like, I'm not like her.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm just more fun and bubbly and girly, but Zan is like cool, doesn't talk much, and just action speaks louder than words, right? So she's cool. I love playing her.
With this, you've got Roll behind the camera who did a lot of he directed a couple episodes of Wu Assassins. He's done DP work. He did DP work on this. How is it having him behind the camera for this movie?
Oh, he's great. You can look at all the camera work and the whole like lightings and the way to make the film so epic. The location that he picked is fantastic. I think he definitely helped make the film into a really spectacular film. Absolutely stunning to watch, and I love it. Yeah.
You were mentioning like when you were working on Wu Assassins, you were learning Salat along the way. And you always strike me as somebody that likes to kind of challenge themselves and learn and improve and add more tools to their toolbox with every project. What were some of the things that you learned and improved on working on Fistful of Vengeance?
Definitely more. Actually, we have a month of preparation before we started shooting. So during that month, every day from 9 to 5, we'll go to the stunt room, which is a Thai boxing training site to train. So I also there are actually other moves that I want to put in the film. but of course, we can't you can't put everything in the film. But I did took that opportunity to like do some cool like double leg spin kicks and stuff, but didn't end up putting in a film. But I will. But it's great to be able to have all the equipment and the other stunt guys there that I can learn like harder moves from them, or perfecting some moves that I want to do or want to try. So I actually do have a lot of stuff, even some gymnastics moves that I was so prepared to put it on screen, but maybe for the next one. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I did mean to ask, the movie's been out for a little bit, but just I'm still dancing around the spoilers a little bit. Obviously, certain things happen to Zan over the course by the end of the movie. But yeah, would you like to come back, and how would you like to see Zan like return? You know, if she manages to overcome what she endured in the movie.
Yeah, well, this is a sci-fi action film, so anything can happen. No matter, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. So, but okay, when I come, if there is a sequel to it, or the next film or TV series, I mean, I do want to somehow, you know, either play another character, you know, maybe a twin or something, or come back to join the team in some way.
Like a ghost.
Yeah. Turn, you know, not always bad, but Zach can also turn to be a good person, or her twin is a good person and join the gang, you know.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I just, as an aside, I have to ask, and this is, you know, you were part of another Netflix martial arts project, and you got to work with Yuan Wo-ping, who's a legend. Like I think I've lost the amount of times I've watched Iron Monkey over the years. Like I've watched that movie so many times. How was it working with him on Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon?
Oh, it's great. It was so great seeing how he works. I remember like he would like, because I hold this I do have weapons and I do have spinning stuff, and I watch him holding different weapons, and during lunch break he will be smoking and thinking and doing all the move on the side. I'm just looking at him working, it's just I amazed how creative he is. Every film that he did is, you will remember it. Like there will definitely have a few like really epic scenes that you recall or just remember. So I love his creativity, and I love his work ethic, and I love the way he is so warm and friendly to everyone. I love working with him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had to narrow it down to one, what was the biggest lesson in regards to, you know, fight choreography or just developing your own moves that you got from working with him on Crouching Tiger?
I think it's willing to do something different, you know, and don't worry that being different is like, because a lot of people will be saying, oh, that move works before, you know, then maybe we should repeat it. But he would always think something new. And that's how it is for me right now. Every film, I'm trying to create something new. I think it's important. You don't want to repeat stuff. You want to bring new things to the audience. Yeah.
Right on. And so, you know, Juju, now that the Fistful of Vengeance is out and it's, you know, available worldwide, what are you excited about? Like people getting to watch the movie and kind of continue the story of Zan and Kai and, you know, all these characters.
I'm super excited that people can see Iko in my fight. That's, I mean, for me, of course, like Iko is one of my idol. When he was in the raid, I was like, wow, I would love to work with him one day. And yeah, so I'm very happy.
I've seen that movie so many times too. Like just it for me, that's what catapulted a higher. I remember growing up watching a lot of Jackie Chan movies, and there was never that much blood. Like you would watch Mr. Nice Guy, or you would watch like Project A, and there was never that much. and then you watch like The Raid, and I feel like Wu Assassins and Fistful of Vengeance, and there's a lot of blood. Like there is, like how is it like bringing that kind of intensity? Because like you were saying, Zan doesn't talk much. She is very much like, this is, I am here to kill you, or I am here to fight you. Like, how is it like maintaining that mindset on set?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm on set, I'm quite serious, especially when I'm doing my fight scene. When I want to kill you, I really want to kill you. I mean, the character. Yeah. So I do bring myself to that stage. Yeah, I have different things to help me prepare it, and I think it's important when you're doing a fight scene. It's not just the movement. It's also the drama behind the fight scene, and how the character do it. So a lot of people are saying when I'm fighting, I'm like a little bit smiling or smirk when I'm doing it. Yeah, because Zan is a person that enjoy fighting, and she believed that she is the best. She is the best. I mean, I love Iko, but like in the show, he needs to, he cheated a bit to, to fight Zan. So
what's the old Bruce Lee quote? Like, we need like emotional content behind every punch, and I feel like you bring that with every punch. There's a little something in there. It's just not movement. But yeah, I mean, just to kind of close this out, Juju, what can you kind of tease? What do you have next on the horizon?
Yeah, I just finished shooting a film called Lights Out, with Frank Grillo, Jamie King, and a lot of great actors there. And I have a few exciting projects as well. I can't really tell you yet. And also another one, I hopefully really can get it going. It's an Australian film. It's directed by my husband, Anthony Szeto. I haven't worked with him for the longest time, and so now we are married, and I would love to work with him again. So we'll see. we were gonna shoot that movie last year, but then because of the pandemic and the closing down, and got moved, postponed, and then everything got changed now. So we need to see. Yeah.